What's up, guys? Another week of training here. Started off the week with 510 for 10 singles, and actually did some conventional pulls after that with 365. So that was great. Had some volume for that, and then working on the bench with 235. I did not go past 235 raw this week. Again, it's still in the process of getting the conditioning back. But anyways, here's a squat. I chose to squat in this rack because, again, it was fairly congested at the normal area, so I just did the squats here. So I work up to 355 and 365, and this was an incredible grinder. But after this, I did drop it down to 315 for some volume, and then also a set with 275. And again, worked on the normal 235 raw, but I guess what I want to express in this video is the fact that my health it's a lot better. So especially it's seen at the end of the week where I'm returning to quote unquote normal strength. So this day I actually did 515 for one, and then dropped it down for 405 for 3 sets of 5 reps. So it's really interesting how I'm progressing with the rep sumo pulls, and I believe I started off with triples and fours and now fives, so I was really pleased with that. So I believe it is giving some good conditioning to the back, and again, it can only lead to positive results because I haven't really done reps with sumo at all, and they are more in the line of doing 5 singles as opposed to a set of 5, because I am resetting each rep and I have to redo my feet and of course reinitiate the pull. So it's an interesting experience, and in the past, maybe years and years ago, I would do maybe 4 or 5 for 10 singles, and doing it in 2 sets is quite an achievement. But anyways, again, that's good progress, and here I'm getting back to the shirt. And this gentleman was nice enough. I believe he said he benched 950 multiply and 903 single ply, so he's quite strong. And anyways, he was nice enough to give some spots, and because I was in not really a time crunch, but I need to get my session done in around 4 hours, I chose only to do 319 for 2 singles, because those 2 initial tries with 319 I couldn't get to my chest, so I ended up just doing 2 singles to the chest, and this was the last one, and it was a lot better than the initial one. Went up a lot faster, so that was good. So anyways, the past weeks I was really struggling with the squat, so basically, when I first came back, it was 405 for triples, and they were actually quite difficult. Last week I did break through and did 405 for 5, but I couldn't get the consistency with the reps. Again, just feeling very weak from the cold, and the cold did last for quite a while, at least 2 weeks. Toward the end of the 2 weeks, I was feeling better, but not perfect. So that was 407 for 6 reps, and here's 418 for 2 sets of 5, and the 10th rep of 418 on the second set, it was a really bad grinder, so I just chose to go up in weight to 429 and do a triple, and my best sets with 429 were sets of 4, so again, I was pleased with that. And again, the squats, they're parallel at best, and again, most of them are high, but again, I'm doing this more to condition my back for the equipped squat. So it's an interesting perspective, because the squats I do hit, for example, last squat I hit was 600 in all my equipment, and the most I did was whatever it was, 430, 429 pounds for some fairly low volume. So this is actually a very unique way to train equipped, and I would never recommend anyone to do it, but it is a very high level technique, and it just saves you trouble from getting the suit. And speaking of the suit, I actually was discussing with my good friend Matt Rodock, and he actually does all the lifts in one day, and that helps with conditioning. So the next 2 clips you'll see, I did the equip pull This is 225 kilo, 496, and again, lockout was not good. Just getting used to the suit, and this is the last single, so I did 2 doubles with 245 kilos, and that was somewhat locked out. But anyways, thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned for next week.